Hey everybody, because the Bible is a text, it does not have any inherent meaning. Meaning is generated in a kind of negotiation with the text. And in that negotiation, those who approach the Bible as something inspired and authoritative are going to prioritize rendering the text meaningful, useful, and good. And the problem with that is that the Bible frequently is not good. There are a lot of ethical frameworks in the Bible that are significantly outdated and very harmful. And we would do better to just leave them in the past. But a habit for a lot of folks is to try to rehabilitate the Bible and take those bad things and try to turn them into something good. And this is not only limited to conservative or fundamentalist Christianity. There are progressive Christians who do the same. And an example of this is something that I've addressed on my channel before. People will bring up Proverbs 13:24, which says, "He who spares the rod hates his son." And the argument is that this is actually deploying imagery associated with shepherding. And so the rod there, the shevet, is not a rod of discipline, but a shepherd's staff or crook that is intended to gently guide. And this is a wonderful message, but the data don't support the notion that the authors intended this. We see that word shevet occur 8 times throughout the book of Proverbs, and every other time it is very explicitly a rod of discipline. There's a passage that says the rod is for the backs of those who lack sense. And then we have in Proverbs 23:13 and 14, if you beat your son with the rod, you will not kill him, you will save his soul from Sheol. And so I think we're much better to acknowledge that this is promoting a harmful and outdated ethical framework and just leaving it behind instead of trying to rehabilitate it, trying to make it good. And that brings up a book recently published by a friend of mine, good book, How White Evangelicals Save the Bible to Save Themselves, by Jill Hicks Keaton. And this is precisely about how white evangelicals try to turn things that are not good into things that are good, and primarily to facilitate their structuring of power and values in their own favor. And the example I just shared is not from this book, that's one of my own, but if you want to see a great discussion about how white evangelicals address violence in the Bible, misogyny in the Bible, other things in the Bible, and try to turn them into something good, I would highly recommend checking out this book.